Look, I ain't never seen any of these movies, but I felt that I should experience at least one of them in theaters before, they leave, to just give them the benefit of the doubt. So I went to the theater, brought my Lysol disinfectant, I brought some seat covers, down like half a bottle of Captain's, and let me tell you, oh, it's trash, but it's that stream it trash that legit has you laughing throughout while the rest of the theater is completely filled with estrogen. So let me explain. The movie's called 50 Shades Freed, but it starts off with them getting married, which is like the complete opposite. I'm aware that in the first one, she works for him, and then he offers her a contract to really work for him, since this dude's got a sex dungeon. This man's like the rich Ted Bundy with his fetishes, and I know that in the second one, I believe, they bring up that he was in a foster home, and that there was a lady who really just gave him this crazy sexual awakening that's so tense. People like Anastasia are actually saviors to the world, because if she wasn't there to quench his crazy desires, who knows what this man might be capable of? That's like literally brought up at one point in this franchise. Either way, they're married, and Henry Cavill Jr. over here hates it that his wife doesn't listen to him, but at the same time, it kind of like turns him on. They're that weird couple that text each other even though they're literally physically touching each other. Both of them get more jelly than Paddington the Bear, and I'll say this, I get why women go crazy for this dude, minus him being a serial killer. This dude practically has the cheat codes to life since he's so freaking rich. Like, if he messes up, any mistake that he does, he can literally buy his girl a house and everything will be okay. We normal dudes can't do that. That being said, they're out here lurking like Drake since they are so rich that they got a lot of enemies. There's that dude from the last movie who's still creeping on them, and he's lurking around, hacking their information. Anastasia, for whatever reason, still decides that she wants to go to work, and when she shows up, you can taste the Morton salt that her jealous employees have the moment they walk in to notify her that she has a promotion for doing absolutely nothing. They even find themselves at a certain point in a horribly green screen card chase that you'd think would put them on edge and have them be super shook, but instead it just makes them super horny. They end up doing it in parking lots. They're smashing on the beach. They're smashing on the kitchen table while there's guests literally upstairs. They're smashing so much that Nigel Thornberry would be embarrassed.
No, are you serious?
That's not what it looks
right
like.
in front of my salad?
And with so much smashing, there's no doubt she gets pregnant. I mean, it's maths, my dudes. I'd also like to add that this being, my first experience with these movies, I really didn't think that the acting, was not going to be there. Like, in video games where you interact with other characters and there's that stiff, kind of awkward delay thingy? Yeah, that's these guys. It's like a live-action movie, but it also feels like stop motion at the same time. They address each other like Jacob Tremblay does his inanimate objects in his room.
Bite your number one.
I mean, there's literally scenes where my dude over here forgets his American accent and starts speaking like the Luck of the Irish for some reason.
You should steer clear of me.
Anyways, Lucky Charms over here hates the fact that he didn't pull out in time, and so the both of them decide to stop talking to each other, which is the best acting in the movie. This, however, allows for that creeper dude from the last movie to kidnap the sister-in-law because no one was watching her. He reveals that he blackmailed a salty co-worker and that's why she's helping out. And he demands that Anastasia give him $5 million for ruining his life. At this point, I thought for 1 second that Anastasia was actually going to dress up in her bondage outfit, go out and save the day. But then they wouldn't be able to play this on Freeform. Instead, she goes out, Christian tracks her phone, they arrest the guy, and realize that he was in the same exact foster home that Christian was growing up. He just conveniently forgot about that so we can have this plot. They have this fake deep discussion about, well, what if he wasn't picked? And kind of make him feel better by saying that Christian's clear advantages weren't what got him ahead in life, but instead it was his personality, and that's why they're able to have this great big happy family. However, I think there's a bigger message that these movies, all three of them have been pushing, that's undeniably sad. If you're hot, it ain't considered harassment. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I know that some people adore this franchise, other people hate it, other people love to hate it because they know they're going to get paid talking about it. Other than that, I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts about it, whether you liked it, whether you didn't. We can discuss it down below in the comments section. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will send you that apartments.com link that comes with the bondage room.